yeah, I got mugged and my friends just ditched me. So buckle up, I'm gonna tell you the story. First, I was 16 or maybe 15 years old, maybe 17 years old, and me and my three of my close friends were at the park doing our usual things, walking, doing workouts, and talking with each other, talking about movies, what was our favorite movies, and so on and so forth. All of us had bicycles back then, and we were just sitting on a bench. Me and my close friend was sitting on a bench, and we were talking and watching YouTube shorts. Then, out of nowhere, one of our friends just disappeared out of nowhere. I didn't know when or how he disappeared, but he disappeared. And the other one told something to my friend, my best friend, and then he ditched. I didn't know why, but then my close friend told me what happened. So they saw a group of six or five people that are just bad business. They are just looking for trouble, and I didn't see them before all of my friends, but they saw them first, and they just ditch the hell out of here, hell over there. But then my close friend said to me, "There, you see those guys over there?" Yes, I said, "Yeah, I saw them," and he said they are bad people and they're gonna mug us. And that's funny because they saw they know that we were talking about them, because me and my friend were just dumbass and pointing the fingers at them and said, "You see those guys? They are gonna mug us. They are bad people." And they were the group of five people just looking at us and said, what you say about us?" And then my best friend get on his bike and ditch, and he pedaled as fast as possible, like he was Flash, and he just said wee, and he gone. But I was getting on my bike and just start pedaling. The mugger said, "Hey, you stop there." And it is a stare of Oblivion game or a Skyrim, because they said, "Hey, stop right there." And I stopped pedaling, and I said, "Hey, what's up?" And they said, "Get off your bike." And I need to clarify something. I'm 6'3" guy, and back then I was 6'2" or 6'1", but I'm right now 6'3". Yeah, I'm a little bit on the heavy side of a spectrum, and those muggers, when I get off my bike, I swear to God, they were like 5'6" or 5'8", because they were on my chest area, and I was looking down on them like, "What's up?" And they said, "Do you know where your friends go?" And I said, "No, I have no clue." They are not my friends. I'm just was sitting on my bench and talking with this random person. I don't know who was it or what was he doing. And they said, I'm not making this shit up. I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. They said, "Okay, give us your bike for a second. We need to catch up with them." I said, "Okay, take it, but I warn you, I need to go home very fast because I have a exam tomorrow." And they said, "No problem, we will go and we will ride back." One of those muggers take the bike and left and pursue the other my friends, and four of those muggers was standing right beside me and told me, "Hey, where are you from? You're not around here." The act of tough guy shit. And they said, "You're not around here. What you doing here?" And I said, "No, yeah, I live here." They said, "You live in the park?" "Yeah." Yeah, 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 I live in the park. I live right beside there." And they said, "You seem like a cool dude." And I don't know what was I thinking. It was my dumbassery or my boldness or my bravery or something. I think it was my dumbassery because I was not giving a shit about that. They were gonna mug me. They had pocket knife and uh, something cold weapons so they could mug people, but I didn't give a shit because I was taller than them, and that makes me superior to them for that moment specifically. But then the other person that take my bike come back and said, we didn't find them. If you saw your friends, tell us about them. I said, yeah, sure, I will tell you guys. See you around. And then I got on my bike and left. When I saw my friends again, my boys again, they said, "What's happened? Why didn't you come with us?" And I said, "Oh no, I will talk with them." And they just look at me dead in my eyes and said, "You talk with the muggers?" And I said, "Yeah, they were chill dudes. They were just talking and asking for my bike." And they said, "They give you your bike?" "Yeah, I'm riding my bike right now. What do you think?" And then, yeah, that was it. That was a cool story for me because personally, I know mugging and getting uh, your shit stolen is really bad and sad and really dangerous. But for me it was actually funny moment and interaction. It was straight out of Skyrim or Oblivion because the dialogue we are exchanging was straight out of a corny game, and we said, "Stop right there." And I said, "What's up?" "What you need?" And yeah, that was it. I just want to talk about it and share you guys my story of how I almost got mugged and my friends actually ditched me. Then they come back and say, "We are sorry, we thought you were gonna come with us," and yada yada. But yeah, I just want to say that. All right, I will see you guys later. All right.